And then as you were kind of, pitching the product to these people and you started getting kind of that early feedback and maybe even early users and then eventually customers, because the product was already kind of in motion in India, right? It was not kind of an MVP. There was already a roadmap, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How did the product roadmap evolve post it hitting the US market from a feedback perspective? What stayed the same or what changed or what evolved in your thinking from a product perspective?
I think in my case, my story is a bit unique because as soon as I landed here and we started doing things, ChatGPT came out. So uh, I earlier proposition was that we'll build a platform, we'll get data uh, around it, and then we'll build a AI copilot for product team, just like GitHub did it. Build a platform, get users, get content, train model, and then. But as soon as ChatGPT came out, uh, the roadmap got shifted a lot because of AI. But I do feel when I was talking to my co-founder and my team in India, I could see the lag, like things which are happening here, and you could, when things are happening in around you, you can extrapolate faster, and you can see people talking about it, doing things, and you are able to see where the industry is going. I think in India, that's a missed opportunity where still most people are not active on Twitter. There's a very small subset, uh, and I'm talking about from a tech perspective, tech community perspective. Even most of the founders who come here are not active. So there's a very small community which is active. Most are active on LinkedIn because we were exposed to LinkedIn first. Uh, but when you see the shift here, that people are what they're talking, what they're doing, you realize that, oh, the direction you are going is already incorrect. So pivoting that in our case from platform to AI first was the key. And the second thing, I also feel, I don't think most people say that the UX here need to be top notch. Whenever I showed, we actually got positive feedback that your UX actually looks very mature and polished. So I think you can be in India and still build a great UX and UI. Uh, that is not the case. Uh, in terms of branding, for sure. So completely changed the narrative that we are not an India first company or India based company. We are a USA company with engineering team in India because we realized that uh, if you say here that you are a USA company or YC startup or whatever, and your entire customer base is Indian, your entire team is Indian, your entire marketing and website copy and everything is Indian, you realize that you are not American first or America based till you truly embody it. So we had to change our website, we had to change our LinkedIn marketing, our case studies, our uh, content around that uh, to cater towards US market. And I think finally one more point which I can remember in retrospect where you said that how is it different? I think here security and compliance and that procurement cycle is very, I'll say mature because literally there have been instances where I have been in touch with an Indian company and I'm trying to explain the logic and they are negotiating for less than $50, $100. And I was like, that's not my problem, just take it. But here you have to be UFOC to compliant, HIPAA compliant, and then uh, what does your onboarding process look like? That's very smooth now, which I think we learned after coming here.
And then Prashant, one of the things, again, I mean, moving from India to the US, it's a big time commitment, it's a big cost. Uh, Most pre-seed seed startups have finite resources. Then there's all these changes of localization that's happening. So it's a very high kind of effort thing, right? So you got to come in with specific goals in mind. Um, were there any specific things that or goals or PMF metrics that you had in mind where you said that, look, this is what I'm going to gun for. because I'm here, I'm kind of making this very drastic step of uprooting my entire life. And we have to hit this for me to say that this move is actually working as a founder, right?
Yeah, we measured it in two ways. Three actually, you can say three, but combined together. One is number of customers. So I had a goal that 5 customers in 6 months. That was the, I think we closed in 4 5 months, but number of customers I'm gonna close in USA uh, after I land here. Second was definitely uh, ACV. So ACV actually went higher partly due to we shifting to AI first, and partly because of US customer. And third was leads. So leads, conversion, and the revenue. These three metrics we were observing, uh, and we put a timeline that okay, first 3 months nothing will happen, next 3 months and next 3 months. So um, if that would not have been increasing, I would have gone back. But for us, that was the key metric that okay, are we seeing the shift in our leads from India first to USA first? Majority. Are we seeing the ACV increase? Are we seeing the conversion rate increase? And then at one point, we actually stopped uh, a lot of efforts in the Indian community altogether.
Got it. And did you end up building out a team here as well in the US, or was most of the team in India and then you were the only person here?
Was uh, here, and then we hired two people, one intern, sales intern, and one salesperson uh, to lead everything. It was he was a great. He was based in San Diego, really awesome guy.